We are here in the Copa Virginia Cash Prize Absolute Division. We have Shane Marshall in the District Martial Arts black and white trunks, and we have Will Merino from Arte, Suave Jiu-Jitsu in the black and black. These two competitors are no strangers to each other, been in the same divisions for many years. Shane comes from a real heavy wrestling background, but Will is no stranger to that.
Strong collar ties to start us off here. We're going to see quite a bit of it at the beginning of this match here. Both these guys are very defensive and counter-aggressive with their grip controls from these standing positions.
Yeah, again, it's a bit of a feeling out process. Again, these cash prize division matches are 7 minutes. They're a little bit longer. The athletes they have a bit more time to feel each other out, look for openings and opportunities. Will with a very nice counter shot there off of Shane's. And then the referee stops it so he does not take out the commentary table, so I appreciate.
A little head-to-head action here. Back up to the collar tie for Shane.
Attempted shuck by from Will here.
A lot of those mercy grips that we're seeing in this one, too. It's not a super common grip in wrestling, but has permeated through jiu-jitsu quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a really difficult grip to do much off of. You can't really shoot off of it effectively, especially if you're having someone play it offensively against you. It's just a very difficult grip. Shane enters the tie there, and Will snaps off for a Russian very momentarily. Both guys go into that finger-and-finger mercy grips here. The problem with the grip is that it is very, very hard to shoot off of the grip because your hand gets collected. So you go in, take a shot into the legs, and then you can get your hand and arm lifted up, which functionally stops the shot at this level that these guys are at.
Will.
Very nice corner cut takedown from Shane. I appreciate him not going to the commentary table, looking to settle it down. He's going to get his 2 for that. Merino with good pressure in the forearms there. Referee is going to reset them towards the center of the mat. Looking for a half guard position here for a reset. I assume we are going to see very, very heavy pressure passing from Shane and pretty aggressive. Shane looking to get head position here, looking to trap that elbow, while Merino looking to get underneath, potentially for a roll-through sweep, going to maybe into a deep half if he can get there, but also looks like he's just trying to push Shane's leg down further into his half guard or into his close guard.
Shane doing a nice job keeping Will's back flat on the mat here. It's going to be very difficult for Will to do anything offensive from this half guard position with that back flat on the mat. Shane staying heavy on the crossbody shoulder, keeping Will flat, and then is slowly starting to try to work his legs free from this position, looking potentially to grab an arm triangle before passing even. Will doing his best to get that back off the mat here to turn up towards Shane a little bit.
Yeah, he's playing much more bladed to the side now. Now he can start fencing against the arm that Shane Marshall has to try to force the cross face down. It's a much better defensive position for Merino. Now Merino can start getting his guard going and get more active and doesn't have to deal with the chest-to-chest pressure that Shane had initially. Merino's digging an underhook, but Marshall's doing a nice job of getting in front of it again and getting back chest to chest with the body lock.
Merino up to turtle. Shane not taking the back off of that, and Merino being able to stand to his feet. We're back on our feet. It's 2-0, about a little under 3:45 left in the match. Nice single attempt by Shane, stuffed by Will. We have Shane up 2-0. 1 penalty each on the board.
Yeah, mirrored penalties again. They may come down to it at the end, but right now that 2 points is the driving factor. Again, still 3 minutes 30 left in the match. There's still a lot more jiu-jitsu to be had here. Shane has a bit of an advantage in the wrestling just based on what we've seen earlier in this match. He's picking for the single. He's getting Merino to lean into him a little more than we've seen, and I'm very curious to see how Merino is a very, very good counter fighter, but that speed from Shane Marshall getting under the hips.
Shane turning and backing out at the last second. We were out of bounds during that exchange, and the ref's going to set him back to the center. Very nice takedown attempt from Shane. he gets an advantage for that near takedown or off the mat takedown.
Which is, again, very reasonable given the position that he has. They were down. Again, Moreno kind of waves it off like it's not going to be points, but he is going to be awarded by an advantage for that sequence.
And again, we see Shane leaning really heavy in, heavier than earlier in the match, kind of forcing Will to lean back a bit, looking for this, which is that top chest on back pressure, front headlock position. Will reaching for a shot of his own, gets a good bite on the single, trips up Shane, settles into half guard here. This is going to tie us up.
Yeah, very, very good. Shane Marshall still has that one advantage, so technically he is up by just that one advantage. But again, 2-2 with 2.5 minutes left to go. Still very much anyone's match. Moreno, a very, very good passer here. He's looking now to get the far side Americana or Kimura, that mousetrap sequence there. I know from personal experience, Moreno is an extremely heavy guy to carry.
Nice buck and roll from Shane. Puts him in turtle. Moreno looking to take the back, and Shane trying to stand to escape here.
Moreno doing a really good job of, as Shane went to stand, he got his hips over Shane to prevent the stand-up. Moreno now looking to control, looking to drag down. Very nice roll through from Shane Marshall there. Moreno's going to come up. I am not certain if he's going to get an advantage for that near back take. I don't think he will, but that's the sort of things that he's looking for if this is going to go to referee's decision. You know, that offensive pressure on top as we have 1.5 minutes left to go in this match.
Shane potentially looking to crawl down into deep half here. Climbs up to single leg X for a second and then back into this sort of modified deep half position.
And Moreno's doing a good job of getting that crossface in front of that head. It makes that lift for that single leg X a lot harder. Now Moreno's looking for an arm triangle here from the top. Again, Shane Marshall not letting go of that leg grip to underhook. Neither guy is in a great position to work for this, but Moreno, if he can get that leg out, can actually begin to kind of pressure across the body. Very nice attempt at just a big tilt sweep there from Marshall.
Shane with the double underhooks, trying to keep chest to chest here. Will takes advantage of it, hips out, settles into side control. Will is up 5-2 with 35 left on the clock. Shane stands to escape. Shane is going to need more than just a takedown to come back off of this match.
Yeah,
30 seconds remaining. He is down 3 points. A takedown would get him 2 at this stage.
Yeah, still very, very close match. Again, I would expect to see aggressive shots here and counter shots from Marshall coming off of anything. And there it is. Moreno's going to sprawl back, but Moreno knows it, so he knows he has to sprawl out. He just has to keep it standing for another 10 seconds there. It's going to be extremely hard to get those points back. Good throw attempt by Shane Marshall, that Uchimata that Moreno counters down, and that's the match in time. We have Will Moreno taking that on a takedown and a pass. Very, very fun match to kick off the men's cash prize division here at Copa, Virginia in the Absolute.